after World blew up, we will be seeing a massive miscalculation and a massive defeat by a country that may or may not be the oldest country on the planet. Anyways, let's get right into it. But the red team still hasn't gotten news of the orange team joining their Sky Alliance. I know, they take a while. So they will attack the orange team. So when they attack the orange team, they will come in from the north and the south and will cut off a massive region. and their allies are like, whoa, stop that. And then they're like, what? Why? I mean, it's like, why are you attacking your ally? And then they're just like, I'm not. They are not my ally. And then these guys just all declare war. And the red team and the orange team military alone is able to push back the red team. And the orange team is going to start advancing into red team territory. The orange team will start advancing into red team territory at rapid rates with support from their allies. And as you can probably say, they are kicked out of the alliance. And these guys are also getting economic support because of their economic alliance. And you can just kind of say this is a bloodbath for the red team. Within a few months, they will lose tons of land in the following months, and they will fall after only 3 months of fighting. This shows you the power of alliances and economic alliances, and how one mistake can cost you your country. Let's look at a peace treaty. Oh my god, that is humiliating. The red team has lost massive amounts of land. They have to pay massive war reparations, and they're basically just fucked. The red team is basically a fucked state now. And the thing that makes it even worse is that they will become a puppet state. They've been puppeted by the orange team. Every person from the red team's worst nightmare. Being ruled by the orange team. I know. They are now just crying. Well, the people are, because the new government likes the orange team because it's a puppet government. And this will probably end the rivalry once and for all, with the orange team coming out on top. I doubt any of you expected me to dunk on the oldest country like that. and after this, tons of countries will start joining the economic alliance, seeing that it has war implications as well. Well, of course it does. Well, duh. First of all, this country is going to join, and then this country is going to join. The name of this alliance, the economic alliance, is called the European Economic Alliance. It's something like the EU, but in an older world. This could probably last like 2 episodes. This will probably last for maybe 2 episodes tops before it splinters. But it's not going to splinter. It's just going to be like, because these members realize that this isn't actually that good. Because they join and they realize a lot of weird rules, like you have to spend 10% of your GDP every year just giving the other alliance and members money, like literally. You have to give them 10% of your GDP every year, which will cause these countries to leave. And so this country and then the orange team is gonna leave. The reason the orange team left was because they didn't really need it anymore. They got what they wanted, which was to punish the red team severely for what they did with the abysmal borders with the capital and stuff. Like, they just wanted payback, and they got it, and now they don't give a shit. Anyways, over to Asia. There's gonna be a 3-country war. What will spark this is that this country will declare war on this country, and they will start pushing into this, and then this country will see an opportunity and will also attack this country, and then the big country doesn't, like, the top one doesn't like this, so they say, leave or we'll declare war on you. And they say, and then they respond with a declaration of war, which means that these guys don't have to join to you guys technically declared the war, which is a big shot in the foot movement, because they could have gotten some of the strongest countries on the planet on their side, but they didn't because they declared the war. If they'd waited for the other one to declare the war, then it would have been good for them, but no. They are they will start launching attacks with a slightly different colour because I want to be able to tell what thing it is. They will be able to push into this country. These guys will manage to work out a white peace and will start working together to beat this country. So they will end up working together and push out the country, like that country, and they start pushing into this country's territory. And they start they immediately get richer because this country is way richer than them. But then more infighting starts to happen because these guys don't really like each other after that whole shenanigan. And they will just kind of, they will agree that they will fight after they've kicked this country's ass. So I guess they're gonna do that. And then a coup will appear in the capital, killing the leader, and this country will break away, with that being its capital, and this country will surrender to these countries. Let's take a look at that peace treaty. And their border has gotten even longer. And when I said that they would settle the differences after the war, I meant right after the war. The red country will declare war on the brown country. Again, they shot themselves in the foot by not having their allies join. They kind of forgot they had those. These guys will now start pushing in and taking the capital surprisingly quick. Maybe they were being supported by their allies, I don't know. And then they will work out a peace treaty. Let's look at that peace treaty. Alright, that's a very bad thing. They have been puppeted, and from now on, I'm probably going to use, for puppets, I'm probably going to use just like the circle tool instead of this weird star thing. It's meant to be like a metal ball or something, I guess. I don't really know why I came up with that, but when we've lost all these current puppets, which is I think there's 2 of them, then we'll start doing that, because I don't want to have 2 different puppet systems happening at the same time. So, for now we'll just keep it like this. I think that's about it for the Asian sphere. You thought I was ending the episode. I'd never end the episode after just 2 events. Ethiopian update, but it's really not just Ethiopia. So this purple country will just pull a rabbit out of its hat and attacks the brown country while pushing in to the brown country. They swiftly take the brown country and annex it if they can get the right colour. But wait, all countries are working together and bombard the purple country until they force them to give them the land they wanted. But don't think that's it. The brown country will break away. The brown country will break back away from the purple country. I guess life was that miserable that they couldn't be in there for longer than a month. That's it for your weekly Ethiopia/Horn of Africa update. Well, actually, we're not kind of done here because this purple country is going to expand a bit into the African coastline here. After I make a jagged ass border, but looks weird. So now they have gained more land there. Nice. That's probably it for Africa. Just kidding. We're going to have another African conquest or war. I guess. This country doesn't have mercy as this country quickly wipes out this purple country. Because I did say in the last episode, or a few episodes ago, that they were going to come back and wipe them out again. So they will quickly be annexed. The war lasted less than a week. Like, literally, it was like 2 days. Anyways, to Europe. This red country is going to attack this grey country. This is a neutral country. This is kind of they're gonna receive the same backlash that Germany did when they invaded Belgium, like in World War One. This is the kind of backlash they're getting here. I don't really know if that backlash was even that bad, to be honest. But if it wasn't bad, this is just bad backlash. Like, all alliances in Europe, which I think there's only one. Yeah. Well, no, there's 2. Both of those alliances prohibit this red country from joining any of them for the next 25 years, which is about a whole episode. And remember what I said at the end of the last episode? This is going to be taking place over a smaller amount of time, but with the same amount of events. So we're going to be... They storm in toward the capital. They take the capital. But this Star Alliance will come to the aid of this country because they don't you wouldn't want Switzerland to be invaded in real life, would you? That's like the same as Switzerland being invaded. This country hasn't invaded anyone. Nobody hates them. Everyone kind of just likes this country. Like, and now they will be encircled in the capital, which is a weird thing to think about. As they retake the capital city, and they keep breaking through the front lines and keep making gains with the aid of the Star Alliance, of course, and they will start pushing back into the the only thing this red country holds is light occupations of this land, so they will end up having to peace out with this country. There's like a peace treaty. the peace treaty wasn't that bad for them because they just kind of lost they kind of just lost a tiny little bit of land because they don't want to take too much land because they're a neutral country and they don't want people to be mad at them. The Star Alliance pushed them to get more, but they refused because they if we're a bigger country, we'll be more of a target for other countries to invade us just like that. And we don't want to be invaded, so we want to stay. We don't want to get that much bigger. But the Star Alliance will force their hand and force them to place war reparations on this country. Look, those things, war reparations is becoming really popular at the moment. This Baltic country that has done jack shit this series is going to invade this orange country, not this brown country. They will quickly rush into the country, taking land at a rapid rate because this country is small and weak. They will take the capital and then annex the country in the peace treaty. Finland will now take a war against this north country here. Finland will invade them. Okay. The Finland country will invade this country, taking massive amounts of land, and this country will surrender, and we'll look at the peace treaty. And this Russian blue country will just explore and I guess expand into this. I guess they'll expand into modern day Russia. They are probably the closest thing to a Russia at the moment, but most of Russia isn't even discovered, so I don't really know what they're planning to do here. But I think they just wanted to cut off the yellow country. And I'm kind of going. If you're wondering why I'm going quicker through this video, it's because there's way more events happening. I realised that my thing was up again, so that's annoying, but what am I gonna do? I hope that wasn't there for a long time. That's gonna be a pain in the ass if it was. This Ottoman country, I guess, is going to invade this little country down here. Is going to what the fuck? They are going to push down and they take the capital and they quickly occupy the rest. And in the peace treaty, they are annexed into this country. We've seen a lot of annexation in this video, and now it's for the for the most powerful countries to do something. I don't really know what I'm gonna have them do, but they're gonna do something. So they will now launch a campaign of invasions into India because that's where it's really fertile land and stuff, so it's really good for farming, and it's really easy to get tons of population in there. Look at India in real life. This country has probably the biggest population in the world, probably say 20 million at the moment. That's pretty big for this time period. After this video, I'm gonna Google what the population of say France was in 800, which is the time frame that this is in. It's 800, I guess. And this country is going to invade this country, quickly overrunning it and annexing it into their growing empire at the moment. They have a massive grip over the Bay of Bengal, which I looked it up. I looked it up after the last episode. It's called the Bay of Bengal. I feel like if they wanted to, they could assert naval dominance over all their neighbours. Maybe not the South China's country, but possibly. But yeah. This country will also expand and will explore the Himalayas because they can do that. Yeah, I know they can do that. And they probably couldn't do that, but we're gonna say they did that because I said so. And I know there's probably like 2 views on this video because these videos don't get that many views. Well, other than episode 1, which has like 600 at the time of me recording this. If you are coming from episode 1, thank you so much, because nobody comes from like episode 1 has like 600 views and episode 2 has 6 views. Like 6. That's like a big difference. So if you're coming from there, you're probably like the only person actually coming from there. So thank you very much. And this country will expand its colonial empire into Malaysia and Indonesia as they explore all of these like islands. They will now start exploring into Australia's northern parts, which is kind of a big deal because this is the first New World country that is being discovered. I think in the next few episodes we might get to that, but for the time being I think we're just going to see more wars and maybe not as much expanding or exploring. Just kind of more wars, I guess. And this country will go and invade this South India country. And I don't want to say this is their Vietnam, but this is their Vietnam. The troops cross into the border and face highly fortified positions, and they will manage to get only slight gains. They will launch naval barrages from the south, where they will launch a naval offensive, kind of like D-Day, but they will quickly be defeated, and the war will kind of stalemate for the next few years, like 5-10 years, and until they are able to make a successful naval landing, and then this will allow them to cut them off, and they cut supply lines. And the people are getting suspicious. They're saying like, where are all the troops? They've gone for like half a decade. Like, and they know about this invasion because they told the public because they thought it was going to be quick. And they're like, are we really at war with this Indian country for this long? Like, didn't we beat them only like 40 years ago? But after this, they will quickly fall and they will be annexed into their empire.